Oh, good morning. Happy Sunday. Let's get rolling. What's up, Ethan? Damn, man, you are fast. Ethan must have like alerts up. Must be up early. Very impressive. Start with some nice stretching. We did a nice maintenance day yesterday. See how long the gym stays empty, but hopefully get some extra work in today. Forearms are still sore, but got a full night's sleep, which felt incredible. And that lingering cold is starting to really fade away. Let's go into our balance. Did a set of pull-ups to start. Hopefully you guys saw that. Tree pose. Good luck to everyone out there that has their fantasy football season on the line today. First time in my league's very long history, we had our whole playoffs lineup of teams set with a week left in the season. So today only the rankings going into the playoffs can be affected, but your boy's already in. So I don't have a ton of pressure today, but the more points I get, the better, because I could scoot up. I also got a text from a NBA legend this morning around 7 a.m. And luckily, I was awake. Managed to book an awesome Frank walks. So I got good news for Frank when he wakes up today, which is good because he's in a state of rage about the Devils. And for some ungodly reason, Frank is going to go to the Jets-Dolphins game today to watch two teams play at the lowest level of NFL football. It's going to be so cold that I'm just so happy I'm not going. God bless America. And listen, I love my job. I'm going to a football game. It's not ever an actual thing to complain about. But not going to a game at MetLife between the Dolphins and the fucking Jets this time of year is definitely something worth celebrating, because I've done that game, and let me tell you, people, whoo-wee, you don't even really watch the game because you're so cold, you're shaking, and then you can't even really hear what's going on because MetLife, at least at Jets games, play loud noises throughout the game to the point where it really just disorients you as a human, which is probably strategic so the Jets fans might not pick up on everything going on the field. I'm going to be inside and warm, keep fighting off the cold that tried to get me, but I wouldn't let it, even with the travel. And then Frank will be there, just the amphibian, sitting in the fucking freezing cold with no socks. Just, that guy's built different. Come back. What's up, Florida Nightmare? Downward facing dog. Let the heel get down to the ground. And then the other, I like calling it pedaling, where we're stretching one calf followed by the other. Come up into extended plank. Vinyasana. Upward facing dog. Vinyasana. Downward facing dog. Let's go knee to elbow 5 times. And on 5, we're going to come across for 5. On the overall 10, step through, keep one hand down, good twist. These stretches are really nice for your lower back. As I remind you every weekend, really good for you football watchers that are going to be sitting around for 14 hours. Downward dog. Left knee to left elbow 5 times. And then 5 across. Reach forward. Into our butts. Butterfly. Yeah, I went to bed last night at like 10:15. And I woke up at like 6 after getting a rare 8 hours of uninterrupted sleep. I woke up like a shot out of a cannon. So I'll get my workout done early. Tell you something really nice on a Sunday. Get your workout done early. And then it's still Sunday morning, except you already accomplished something. You physically feel good. You mentally feel good. And you really get to enjoy your Sunday in a different way. Like, fuck the Sunday scaries. It's the Sunday domination. Sunday feel good. Put a big old exclamation point at the end of your week. Cat cows. Normally open with these. Went more with an old school open today. Flip over. Let's get into some air humps. And again, we're not doing anything radically different with our warm-ups. Just changing up the order a little. Keeping our body guessing. Keeping our mind entertained. When we get to 10, we're going to plant our right foot. Get our left foot straight up in the air. Let's crawl those shoulder blades under a little. Right leg planted, left leg up. Switch it up. It's both a really good burn and a good stretch. 10 more. Now let's plant our left foot first, right up. Other way. Flipping back over, downward facing dog. Now bend your knee forward, lay it down. Back foot is flat behind you. Pigeon pose, opening up the right hip. As you can see my bent leg there. Forward with the left, pigeon pose. Let's do one more back stretch. We probably should do more often because it's very effective. So you go from your ball to letting the right leg out straight, left knee stays up, hands are wide. You bring that left knee right across, Great stretch for the back, especially the lower back. Breathe. The other way. Okay. Work our way over here for torture crunches, as I like to call them, where we have our feet up flat on the bench, just relaxing. Scoot up nice and close. This is going to make sure your back is flat, lower back especially, and you're really isolating all of the work of the crunch into your abs. Go for 100. Also takes away all your momentum. So when your legs are in the air, you can kind of get a little, even if you do good form, a little natural momentum. Here, your momentum is killed by the legs being stationary. 22, 24, 25. $52, $51, $50, $49, $8, $47, $35, $44, $43, $41, $40, $80, $30, $29, $28, $27, $26, $25, $4, $20, 18, 17, 16, 50, 40. This really burns. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All right. A little cold in the gym, so I need to get warmed up. Now I can rock my battery. This is where I became a salesman. Job where I got challenged, I got pushed. I worked for Brett Adcock. And I learned that, much like in school, the teacher that calls you out on your bullshit, gives you a hard time, normally kind of reads you better than everybody else. Kind of a pain in the ass at first. But then when you're done, those are the teachers you remember and the ones you learn the most from. That was Brett for me. He taught me everything in terms of closing big time deals. But more importantly, the mindset of relentlessness that's necessary to win. And the great leaders, they don't teach you, at least in my opinion, by simply preaching. It's much more based on action. So if I came to Brett with a dumb question, and by dumb question, I mean a question, if I worked hard enough, I could have gotten the answer to. I didn't need to go to the genius with it. He would solve it right in my face and make a point of why the fuck didn't you solve it? And over time, you realize the thing a boss wants the most, I think it's one reason Dave likes Frank, is to not be bothered. Really successful bosses, entrepreneurs, they got friends. When they hire you, they're not hiring you to be your friends, to be friends. It's not a mean thing. It's just the truth. What they want is to be left alone, for you to work as hard as you possibly can. That's what your employer wants. And that's what Frank does. And that's why I got along well with Brett. And I know that sounds so simple and obvious, but it's a formula that most people have a very, very hard time executing on. The other thing I want to say, because there was people in the gym yesterday, it was such an honor being at the Tunnels to Towers Footsteps to the Future Gala on Friday.
First, just being in the presence of real heroes, people that have gotten everything from, passed away in service to serious injuries, their families, all these incredible people in one room. And then they're honoring Dave, and he obviously very much deserves it, as Frank Siller, the head of Tunnels to Towers, said. Dave's been incredible. He donated $1 million this year. But when Dave got on stage, he gave the shortest speech, and he gave the most selfless speech. And that he quite literally said, this is just weird to be getting congratulated or honored by this group, this room full of heroes. And that there's never enough that we can do to pay it back. And then he got his ass right off stage because Dave really understands that there's a huge difference between things like sports heroes and actual American heroes that make life-changing or even life-ending sacrifices so that the rest of us can get upset about dumb shit like fantasy football. And I don't know, it really hit home for me. Not that I, didn't already have tremendous admiration for both all these veterans and police force and firefighters, but also it just made me very proud to work for Dave Portnoy because he gets it. He just gets it. You might not agree with all of his opinions. I don't agree with all of his opinions, but the important shit, I really feel like he gets it. And that's the kind of person you can be proud to work for. And I don't give a shit what other people think because I know him and I've seen what he does. And things like Friday night, it just fires me up. And we made some great connections at the gala, not for Frank Walks, not for sponsorships, not for business, but I'm cooking on some ideas for 2026. So keep your eyes out, where I think Frank and I have the ability, really Frank, to raise a substantial amount of money in 2026 for Tunnels to Tower and even potentially other organizations that do great work. Because if you have a platform, what the hell's better than actually using it for something that matters? And Tunnels to Towers, for anybody that doesn't know, one of the primary, and they do a lot of things, but one of the primary things they do is they pay off the entire mortgages for guys that have, and women that have been in the military and suffered horrible injuries or died and have kids, have a wife, have a husband that are back home and don't have anything and have just lost their loved one or their loved one's coming home with a serious injury. The fact that guys like Frank Siller, Tunnels to Tower, and then the benefactors like Dave Portnoy make it so that these people that have endured hell for us to live again, so I can do my fucking live stream and have fun, we at least owe it to them to take care of them. And I'm not saying we have to put them in the Ritz-Carlton for life, but let's at least let them keep their homes. Let's let these people that sacrifice everything for us have their home, have their comfort, have a place to recover with their family or for their family to recover without them, God forbid, and heal as best they can. And just the idea of somebody making the ultimate sacrifice and then their family back home being just totally between a rock and a hard place with the finances, much less being emotionally devastated by what just happened. If we can help people in that situation, all of us, we need to do it. And it's not lip service, it's just the truth. It's just straight up. And I'm going to put my money in my actions where my mouth is, where I think in 2026, Frank and I are going to have an opportunity to really help. And that's what we want to do. All right, let's start running. But again, just shout out to all those heroes veterans, first responders, anybody I'm leaving out language-wise, I apologize, but all the heroes, man. All you people that put your lives on the line so that we can all live our cushy lives. Those are the heroes, not the 4th and goal touchdown pass. It's literally child's play. It's not running into a fire or a firefight. If you're walking by a firehouse, stop it. Just thank the people. Like for me, when you guys DM me saying that you started working out, or get a lot of DMs just thanking me for helping Frank, that's so rewarding for me. Point being, just walk into a firehouse and, I don't know, bring them a case of beer or a cake or something. Just say thank you. You love the guys, you love the ladies. You'll see them light up. They really will. All right, back to 7 speed. dark side of the moon. What happens now or there? As long as you be my friend at the end. Holding my hand. Back on solid ground. Crazy when you said call me Superman. If I lied, you'd be there holding my hand right by my side, my superhuman, my kryptonite. My kryptonite. What's up, Veronica? Sunshine when she's gone, home when she's away. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone, and it's always gone too long. Anytime she goes away, this time when she's gone, wonder if she's gonna stay. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone, and this house just ain't no home. Anytime she goes away. Hey, I know, 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 you're gonna leave your thing alone. Damn sunshine when she's gone. What's up, Patrick? How are you? I'll stop singing. I got half a mile left if you're looking to get on. One lap. That's a good one. Okay. All right, gratitude. Skip the march today. I'm gonna do a little stretch. Even though my arms are very sore, I'm gonna try to do a set of bench. See if my guy Patrick will spot me. Hey Patrick, are you gonna get on the tread?
What's that?
You getting on the tread?
Yeah.
Any chance I can bother you for a bench spot right before? We're gonna warm up 135 with just one set.
Okay.
Then I'm gonna put it 185 for a short set, and then what I want to actually do is see how well I can do 205, and that's where. And as much as my pride hates it, I think because of that fucking perch being so long,
Yeah.
to avoid having to do the extended, pull out, if you can just help on the lift,
Sure.
so I don't strain my traps.
Are you using this?
So we
I came in here last night, man.
So we got a pull up bar for.
I came in here last night and there was just dumbbells everywhere and like.
That's not cool, but I'll take inanimate objects out of place compared to animate objects.
No, I know when I'm on the treadmill, it's gonna be bottom.
Do you think did those dudes break up?
I don't know. I've
We haven't seen that guy in a
Yeah,
long
in a
time.
long time.
And I love to tell you, don't miss them. If everybody in this fucking building starts a New Year's resolution, God bless them, but we're gonna meet fucking. You ever see Heavyweights?
Yeah.
Ben Stiller? That's me. They're gonna meet. What was his name? Tony Perkins. Tony Perkins on crack cocaine. Jets. Ugh. This is wild. Is it?
Yeah, that's right.
It does?
Yeah.
Whoa. Oh, it's because this is. See that?
Yeah.
That's what threw me off. That's why I'm saying for the lift off. You know what I'm talking about, right? When you like have to
Yeah. No,
push up and then slowly go forward, and you're like,
Yeah.
fuck, this could get bad. I'm sorry, I know you want to get on the tread, but I have a question. Don't you think it's better if this is the other way around?
I do. When I do it this way, it fills my back. Like
Yeah,
my-
because you have much less of a surface area.
Yeah.
I got it.
Yeah, like my
Why do people set it up? Is it, are you doing
like my
squats or-
rotator cuff ends up like sore.
I always feel weird too when I see someone trying to do something, like they're really trying.
Yeah.
But their form is so bad. Like I'm not an expert, but
Yeah.
there was a guy yesterday that came in with these weights and he was holding them here and he was doing like squats like this. I was like,
Get on his knees.
the best case scenario right now is you don't get hurt, buddy.
Yeah. Like this way.
All right, let me do one 135.
So I'm on the treadmill. I see people doing something behind me. And I'm like, okay, just don't say anything.
What's the question, chat? Someone said, bro, I have a question. All right, I'm gonna do 135 just to warm up. Thanks, Patrick. Just gonna do one rep on this, then we're gonna go 205 and try to get 5. Because I haven't done heavy weight in a while. And I only weigh like 154, so everyone can fuck off. All right, this is 185, right here.
Can you help me drop?
Do you actually want to, just so we can practice the lift? I'm sure the chat will say I don't get credit. I don't care. I don't want to break my neck. Let's just rip this. All right, on 3. 1, 2.
3. Perfect. Thank you. All right, let's go up. 205. I should get 5 here, maybe.
Yeah, that's a pretty good.
So after a lift, if you can imagine all the trolls, if your hand's on the bar, they're gonna be like, help him. All right, 205, guys. I weigh 150. Still waiting for that question. Now, Patrick, if it feels really good, I might only do 1 or 2 and then try 225 and then I'll stop bothering you.
All right. No, we're all good. I literally have nothing.
225 is NFL combine weight, so those cracks me up. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. All right, let's try 225. I haven't done 225 in a very long time. And that wasn't easy, so this will be a little tight. See if I can do it.
Get it. You can at least get 1.
Don't be a pussy, Jax. Come on, man. I'm listening to DMX. I mean, some of the angry is so beautiful. Music ever.
Yeah.
He had the best voice. Huh? Yeah.
You got it.
All right, on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Come on, you got it. You do another one? It's all you.
It's on me.
That's all you.
225. Still got it.
Let's give it a little tap. I didn't do anything.
Thank you, Patrick.
You're welcome.
It's my fucking gym brother right there. What are you down now? 90 pounds?
Yeah, about 97.
Jesus Christ. You don't need to. You've done enough, sir. I saw you, I promise I wasn't checking you out, but I saw you touching your toes before.
Oh, yeah, I
You're getting flexible, bro.
worked out really hard yesterday, so my whole body hurts.
That's what I always say to the chat. Is
Yeah.
when you're really sore, it's counterintuitive.
Yeah,
But if you don't go after the muscles that are sore with stretching,
yeah.
the soreness will linger for days.
No, I got
Days.
I got out of bed this morning. I was just like, oh, Jesus
And it can even get worse, in my opinion. You know, like
There's no, like, yeah, like
if you don't
2 days-
stretch it the
2
next
days
day,
later, if I have to stretch, I'm
you just like let it stay
Yeah.
stiff. You're
Yeah,
fucked.
it's so bad.
Thanks, dude. 225. Let's go.
That was awesome.
225, boys.
Twice.
Yeah, sure, Ethan, if you don't mind, but I feel bad, Ethan. I feel like you do too much. Ethan's a die-hard Tanks Army guy. He sends me clips all the time when I'm live just to help and doesn't ask for anything. He's just one of those Barstool guys. Shout out to you, Ethan. 225 twice ain't bad for a guy that weighs 154.
It's really good.
Right?
It's really good.
I wonder what your max is, Patrick.
Dude, I don't know. I haven't done like barbell bench in forever. I see barbells.
And that's like, after I've done a bunch of stuff, I wonder, my old max is like 305, 315.
Yeah.
I'm not going to ever try that again, but I think I could probably do
I
that.
think you could probably.
If I if I locked in.
I bet you could probably do it.
Yeah. I did a dead hang for a $147 last or 2 weeks ago.
Oh, wow.
Broke my record. Now I don't even want to ever do it again. You're getting love in the chat, Patrick. W Patrick. Patrick's the man, guys. Having cool neighbors is a blessing in life. I'll tell you that much.
Did you make it to your event the other night?
What's up, brother?
You made it to that thing on time the other night? I saw you.
The gala?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
So, guys, I actually was talking about it on the stream today. It was the Tunnels to Towers gala
Okay.
for all the heroes. And
Yeah.
Dave Portnoy, my boss,
got awarded. He does so much for them, but he also donated $1 million and then matched all the donations of Barstool fans. And he went up and he gave the greatest speech, Patrick, where he was just like, it's kind of insane and awkward for me to be getting any kind of praise from this group of people. And it was very genuine. It was so nice. But guys in the chat, Patrick saw me in my apartment. I was in a suit. It was like 10 degrees out. I had a suit and a firefighter beanie on. And then Frank just texted me, I was supposed to give me updates on his way. And he's just like, I'm at Times Square. So Patrick saw me. I don't even think I said hello to you. I was just like, I gotta go.
I said, hey, you're looking good. You're like, he said, hey. And then you're like trying to figure out where you gotta go. And you just got full sprint.
I went out into the cold in a suit and I sprinted to the subway. And then in my full, nice suit, I was on the subway and battling through Times Square. I got to Frank from the time I saw you, Patrick.
Yeah.
I was in a cafe in Times Square in 15 minutes flat.
Bam.
Yeah, I was moving.
I'm sure you must have pulled up right as you got there.
I motherfucked every person that was people that were in the sidewalk.
Yeah.
One thing I think is there's two things during the winter that kill me. People that are using umbrellas that don't lift them up when they walk by people.
Oh, yeah.
I think we should have the right to just body check them like lacrosse because they're attacking us. You struck first. And then the other one is people that are walking with their head down on their phone.
Oh my God, that drives me crazy.
On Manhattan sidewalks.
I hate that, especially when you're walking and then they just stop.
Yes. So
you're in their phone, they just stop, middle of the sidewalk.
So there, what you got to do is you don't hit them. You don't want to actually assault someone, but you need to very loudly say, "Look where you're going!" right in the back of their ear.
Yeah.
And then they'll stop doing that. But this is how we fix the world, guys. We give back to the heroes, and then we call out the morons. Make the world a better place.
Yeah, I have a bad habit of just going, what the fuck? And now my kids.
That's not a bad habit.
But my kids now.
Yeah, sorry, I'm not a dad. I'm not.
My kids will walk up, honestly, will stop right in front of me, and my oldest son will be like, what the fuck?
Honestly, you could try to fight that all you want. It's your son. He's going to be doing that in 10 years either way.
I find it funny, but I'm like, I know it's probably not a good. It's fun.
Well, in New York City, eventually someone could turn around and punch him in the face. So just
Right.
make sure he's ready for that, too.
Well, he's got a black belt.
So there you go.
Yeah.
Let somebody fucking turn around. That's how I feel with Frank when he pisses people off.
Yeah, that,
On the
that
street.
dude's strong as hell. He, last year he kicked me in the knee and tore one of my ligaments.
All right, yeah, I'm never having kids. If my kid did that to me, I would just be like, I'm going to get cigarettes.
Well, he didn't need to hit me full on. It just
Yeah, I know.
how it happened. But I was like, son of a bitch. He's only 7.
It's true. Guys that don't go to the gym and jostle around with their kids,
Yeah,
they must get injured a lot.
I mean,
If I didn't stretch and stuff, and I had a little 8-pound, whatever, how old, 5, 6, whatever year old,
yeah,
running into me and wanting to get lifted up and thrown around,
it's a lot.
I'd tear both my fucking labrums and ACL. It would take a week.
Yeah.
225 twice. That felt good. That did feel good. Social awareness is non-existent for most. Jam finger this morning for someone in the chat for the 3-year-old. Yeah, I think social media is also not helped with self-awareness because people can do and say whatever they want. Nobody punches them in the face. When I was growing up, you said something stupid about somebody, you eventually have to pay the piper.
So I tell my kids.
You know what I'm saying?
I tell my kids that all the time. I was like, when I was a kid, you said something dumb like this, you got smacked.
When I was in middle school, there was no social media, so it would be just like the rumor mill.
Oh yeah.
So if you were dumb enough to start a rumor, and then it was established you're the guy that started
Oh
it,
yeah.
after school, everybody's going to be waiting out in the parking lot in a big circle, and you're better off getting your ass kicked than bitching out, because the bitching out will never be forgiven. Getting knocked out's fine. My buddy one time, won't use names, but we were sophomores on the lacrosse team, and a senior on the lacrosse team kind of stole his girlfriend.
Okay.
And he, we were the younger ones, they were the older ones. But my buddy was a hardcore lacrosse player. He went up to be an All-American in college, whereas the senior was more of a partier, didn't take it as serious. And I'll never forget the next lacrosse practice. Every time my buddy was practicing, the senior wasn't. He was being like lazy, taking the day off. So every time the drills had lines that were near him, my buddy would just be like, "You're a pussy, I'll whoop your ass, you're a pussy." He just kept doing it. And all the other seniors were like laughing because they're like, "This sophomore doesn't give a." So it got to the point where finally he goes, "How about you do something about it after practice?" And my buddy was just that's what he was waiting for. He goes, "Great, I'll see you in the parking lot." So go out to the parking lot. The senior waited till my friend turned his head. I'll never forget it. And they tried to take a cheap shot, but didn't connect right. And my buddy went nuts. And he hit him with such a clean cross. The guy went flying back like a cartoon and fell into one of my other friend's cars and dented it. He was another senior when we were still sophomores. And he was humiliated. My buddy had to be pulled off of him. And then the coach came out all fired up. "What's going on out here?" And we said, "There's a fight." He goes, "Who fought?" We say the two names. "Who won?" We say who won. The coach goes, "All right, I'll see you at practice tomorrow." In the old days, no cameras or nothing.
Yeah.
Imagine nowadays it'd be all over Instagram. Now it's just all the boys. That's how we used to settle problems on lacrosse.
No, I played football in Texas. That's pretty much how it went.
Yep. That was our tradition of if you guys want to talk shit, we don't do telephone tough guy. We wait till the end of practice, make a big circle, and we're all referees. No bet shots to the back of the head or any of that shit. Just you guys fight.
Yeah.
It's actually, as young men, you shouldn't be doing that in your 20s and 30s. But like when you're growing up, you're not really strong enough normally to really fuck the other guy up. So and a lot of times they do it with helmet and gloves. Although the one I talked about was just a bare fist parking lot.
I do feel like we're living in a time where people haven't been punched in the face.
Oh yeah, no, that's the number
Or
one.
haven't seen someone really punched in the face.
Yes.
And so they just have no. I grew up. I got punched in the face. I know what's coming. So
It's not just that. I also think it's that people feel a real sense of security that everything's on camera.
right.
So if you get punched in the face, you can sue the
Oh, yeah.
person.
For sure.
Which there is some truth to that, but it's created a soft society. Or I don't even know if cowardly is probably the better word. People talk a lot of shit that they're not going to back up. So we did some biceps, working over to triceps after doing the bench. Just 12 pivot, skull crunchers. Back to our variants. So I'm really just flowing here between regular hammer, reverse curls, not counting, just in flow state, getting that pump maximized. Thanks, Ethan. Two sets over for our third. No breaks. Working here. Let's see. Up to the head, up to the head. It's 3 cents. I'm gonna run the bathroom. All right. Thanks. They also use carbs. Just to complement the bench, because we only did a couple of sets, not a lot of reps, we're gonna go light cross cables and work our upper and lower pecs individually. So first, just straight forward. Get those hands as close to each other as possible without clapping. You can see I turn my hands at the flex point.
There's 10. Then we step back. See how we're doing the same thing at the bottom where we turn our hands. I'm sorry, you can't quite see it. But we're turning our hands at the bottom without touching them, getting that extra flex. So after doing one upper, one lower, I'm going to superset it with crunches. Torture crunches. Six, seven, 8, 9, 1, 2, 3, 5, 7, 8, 100 torture sit-ups. Come right back to our cross gables. Really gets the lower part of the chest really strong. Torture sit-ups while I try to tweet out the clip Ethan sent me, quote tweeting the current live stream happening.
Now. Oh, man, it's on fire. All right, let's get another set of cross cables in. It's actually better from here. All right, I'm gonna finish up strong now that I've tweeted out my 225 clip thanks to you. Third set. Also feel a good flex in your abs right there at the bottom. Your whole core should really come together. All right, now we're going with a heavy band. Get a little forearm work here with hammer and reverse curls. Come on. So our third set of tortures. This will get us to 400 on the day, including 300 torture Sit-ups where the legs rest, making your lower back flush, taking all momentum away. $50. 60. 70. 80. 90. 'Alright, let's get a set of pull-ups in. We started the entire workout with some pull-ups. Nice out of 10. Now we're going to try our band superset. Look forward. Stick our butt out. Elbows up. Tricep extensions. Ten. Come up straight. Micro hammers. By micro, you can see I'm not going all the way down, halfway down. What do you see? What do you smell? What do you hear? Perk! What's up, Perk? Holy shit. Good to see you, brother. Chat, Perk. First of all, is quoting Paulie Walnuts from Sopranos. Second of all, nicknamed Perk. One of my college roommates who lived in a spot called the Commune. None of us joined fraternities, so we were very isolated. And boy, did we lived some wild days in college, let me tell you. Perk can back me up on that. He's seen me in my prime, back when I used to party. Are you, Perk? You still in Kentucky? Doing dabs off the oven or what? I miss you, family. I miss you, brother. Give me a call today. We got to catch up. Grab 2 light dumbbells. We're going to get into some twists. You saw my fight. Love it, brother. So you can see my college brother, Perk, his name on this is Sushi Master. We were in a philosophy class in college where somehow Perk, who makes his own sushi, from scratch, convinced our professor that, I don't even know what the pitch was, but somehow we got away with just cooking sushi for our final assignment, and we got like A pluses. Well, everybody else wrote these like research papers. Perk just got blitzed and made a bunch of sushi. Good memories, Perk. What class was that, Perk? I can't believe we got credit. Also, Perk never took a class that required attendance. So he went to college for 4 years. I think he maybe stepped in 2 classrooms. An absolute legend. Oh, that's awesome. Congrats. Master Chef, cannabis company. I mean, Perk, that's the perfect job for you, dude. Congrats. You'll crush that. Saw that man smoke weed in more ways than you could even fathom. Every device possible that you could buy, you could make, every material. College was quite a time. So one thing that really helps your grip strength is when you hold on an exercise like this. Watch what I do here. If I let the weight fall and I'm just holding it from here, it's not going to work your grip strength as much as it works your shoulder and your forearm. Whereas when you can still see space between the top of the dumbbell and my hand, it means I have to squeeze. I have to actually hold it. And that's going to build up your grip strength in your forearm. Environmental ethics. That's the same class, Perk. Remember feeding lions and tigers at the Conservator Center? And then like 5 years later, some, rest her soul, poor girl that was doing the same volunteer thing, got mauled by a lion that got out of its enclosure, which is literally what we used to do. And never felt like, those cages never felt super sturdy. So we were all a little scared, but good God, we're lucky we didn't get killed. Yeah, my college years are weird. Yeah, exactly. I had some nightmares about that place, Bert. So it was a place in North Carolina in Mebane called the Conservator Center. They had a ton of big cats, not big cat at Barstool. I'm talking lions, tigers, leopards. And they were all just in like cages that you'd see at like a little league baseball field. It was pretty crazy. Florida nightmare. The legend grows. What a crazy workout live stream this has become. Reverse. All right, let's do 100 more sit-ups to get to 500. Regular this time. I did 300 torture. Yeah, it did. Used to throw the local chicken farm would give us the chickens that were no good for human consumption, dead, just limp dead chickens. And we'd go around the enclosures and we'd lob the dead chicken, and Perk can back me up on this, over the cage. And the key was if 2 big cats were in one enclosure, 2 lions, a lion and a tiger, whatever, you needed to peg the line you were going for, because if you throw a dead chicken in between two lions, there's a good chance they might fight. So I would literally be pegging lions with dead chicken bodies after they ate and shat and everything, and there's a mess in the cage, the enclosure. They would draw them into a smaller enclosure, drop the door, so they'd be stuck there staring, and then I would go into the bigger enclosure and clean up all the stuff while the lion's just there staring at them. That was a crazy, crazy experience. All right, one last set and then we're done. How long did I work out today? Almost an hour and a half. It's good. Yeah, I was going to leave that part out, Perk, but yeah. Yeah. If you've ever felt paranoid when you're stoned, try being stoned in a lion enclosure with a lion 10 feet away staring at you. Now that, my friends, is scary. So we got in a good yoga warm-up, a couple miles running, 225 on the bench. We did some band work. We did some rope work on the triceps. We got a couple sets of pull-ups in, 500 crunches. Really nice full body workout. Kind of gave my knees a little bit of a rest outside of the run. Squats, again, trying to balance out the workout more so we don't just hit everything every day. All right. It's a great hour and a half workout. About to watch football all day. I recommend those first 15 minutes to really work on stretching out your back. Great to see you, Perk. I love you, brother. Hopefully we'll get to chat today. I still got the same number, so just hit me up. Love you all. Have a great Sunday. I will see you tomorrow. Let's conquer the week. Peace.